Hey guys, welcome to 4 Idiots React. This is Sufiyan from India. Namaste.
Добро пожаловать, друзья. This is Daniyar from Kazakhstan.
Khoshamadi, this is Anum from Pakistan.
Salam Dostay, this is Zahra from Iran. So today we're going to react to AIB podcast with Shahrukh Khan. Basically, the thing is we all know Shahrukh Khan from our childhood. Even me not knowing anything about Bollywood, I know about Shahrukh Khan. So we're really interested to know more about his personality and see, I've heard that he's funny, so I want to test that. So let's go ahead and watch this together.
Let's go.
Podcast back to the channel in a big way in 2017. So we decided to do a little test shoot in the office the other day to see how it works, where we can shoot in the office, etc., etc. Now that podcast is not ready yet. It's with Biswa and Sunki. It's not entirely edited yet, and we will put that out very soon. We shot another podcast today with another guest, which is the one that you guys are going to watch right now. However, to enjoy this podcast to the fullest, you guys need some context. So here's some footage from the podcast we shot with Biswa and Sunki to give you context for the current podcast that you guys are about to see. So here is a podcast flashback. 1 year when we went road film fair, we told you this, when we wrote film fair, at some point in the night we're hanging out with Shahrukh and he's also cool and all and he's come see my house. This is where and he has a lovely auditorium in his house. Again, he's not here but I want to tell him. It's lovely. And so now we're in the auditorium and he's like, this is where I play PlayStation, I play FIFA and all, okay? And Rohan is plastered by this one, okay? And Rohan's like, oh, we should play FIFA. And Shahrukh's like, yeah, we should play FIFA. Rohan's like, I'll get my PlayStation. Okay? And Shahrukh's like, I have a PlayStation.
I'll give Shahrukh Khan credit for this. He wasn't a dick about it. He wasn't a dick about it. He just sort of looked at me for a second like, oh, Gari. For 1 second his eyes was there. But then after that he moved away polite about it. Like, I have it in my head also in 2 seconds. I'm like, forget FIFA. Like, ये literally actually called Messi, Ronaldo, मैं बुलाता मेरे लॉन में खेलता ये हो सकता है उसके साथ. This was my embarrassment. Now it's my turn. Because after we get out of the district, there's a period where we're both sort of like, was it one of those celebrity things where he was being nice, or do you think we'll really play FIFA with each other?
My logic is कि देख विश्वा अगर मैं तेरे को घर पे बुलाया, okay, और मेरे को दिखाया ये मेरा हॉल है, ये मेरा बेडरूम का हॉल है, मेरे पास देख ये वाला सिंक है, ये देख ऐसा चलता है, मेरे फ्रिज में देख एक कोक ऐसा वैसा है, अब मैं बोला कल हैंग करते हैं, okay? और रात को मैं तेरे को फोन नहीं किया तेरे को थोड़ा तो बुरा लगे थोड़ा तो माइल्डली तू बोलेगा कि क्या हो रहा है ओके सो नेक्स्ट नाइट we're sitting okay waiting at the phone and it's not like he has a number I'm assuming he went out of his way and put a calendar invite he went out of his way he got on से अच्छा बोलो कल मुझे थे ना वो 4 लौंडे उनको बोला मुझे आज फीफा खेला मैंने उनको बोला मतलब 11:30 बजे we are also like अभी नहीं लगता
but at the same time also I hope क्योंकि मैं like last time भी 7:30 का मीटिंग बोला था 12:30 late night
so now at this point I have opened my Twitter okay I'm like देखते शाहरुख भाई क्या कर रहे हैं and I open I go and he's tweeting
he tweeted a picture of him with Madhuri at his house saying having dinner with old friends
I replied to the tweet and I just said FIFA night
in all caps
saying FIFA night bro
this is literally Tanmai's version of fuck she's showing online why is she replying
Hello and welcome to the AIB podcast. Khamba say hello.
Hi. What
is just perpetually.
So the last podcast we discussed. There was a
deeply personal story.
He invited us to play FIFA on his PlayStation, and then the next day he ditched us like we were absolutely no one. We are going to confront this man, Mr. Shahrukh Khan. Why? That's all I need to ask. Why?
I'm wondering why today also. My disturbance is much more than yours. Not being called is your problem. Me calling you again.
Oh my god.
That's the thing, right? Like after the roast, all our fans began to assume that we just hang out with you guys all the time. Like we hang out with Karan Johar. Like Saturday ko hum phone karte can I just say you don't put me in your roast team at all. I have nothing to do with that.
So their roast was actually banned in India. They were put in jail because they were using they were cursing and it wasn't there, which is not allowed in India.
मेरे को चिकन
I
बहुत
eat
अच्छा
chicken
लगता है
every
और पीटा वालों मैं खाता नहीं हूँ
How many layers of political correctness?
Because no matter what answer you give,
I was can go wrong. I'm going to be very politically correct.
yeah, that brings me to my first question. Yeah. Usually when we do a podcast, right? Usually.
But I want to ask you really thought I'm going to call you next day for
They think they're so important.
Like it's one of those. I was just like, हो जाएगा तो क्या amazing होगा.
उस टाइम जब लॉटरी टिकट खरीदते हो तो 1 in a trillion चांस तो होता है कि तुम्हारा नंबर आएगा ना.
You said he's gonna be politically correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I won't say anything wrong today.
Yeah. You know, so you don't have to say anything wrong for things to go wrong.
Yeah, I'm on this way.
How does this work? Where you wake up one morning and you put on the TV and you see that some politician somewhere has said something and you are now the news of the day. You are now the debate of the day.
Yeah. And mostly, I with due respect, I'm you know, I'm humbling.
Reference.
Like this. So last night there was some news about the Honorable President Donald Trump. I use proper name for everyone. Mr. Trump had done something in America, and there was this whole news. Something is happening. Something I don't know what it was, but I don't mention any ethnic and religious groups. So I'm lying down, and I wake up in the morning, and my first thought, which I have nothing to do with that word. I don't even think right now I have a valid visa. I was lying down there, and I pick up my phone with this speed in the morning. I wake up. And I used to be very fast, you know, when these things never used to happen, I used to wake up like this, come on, you know, king of Bollywood. Now I wake up like this, kaun sa king? Kaun sa Bollywood? And then my hand goes automatically to my phone, and my prayers are happening inside, in every language. I praise in every language to every god. Kina, please, I have nothing to do what's happened in America. I hope not. Day before yesterday, some of the filmmakers, and rightly so or wrongly, I don't know.
Oh my god!
They all got a little angry with some disturbance that happened up north somewhere in India. Related to something, and I have the specifics.
I'm on a multiple choice question. This is the first multiple choice answer.
And they started talking about how this is wrong. You know, somebody should not be physically violated, XYZ, you know. And first thing I did in the shooting is कि मेरा नाम आ गया इसमें, क्योंकि मैंने कुछ नहीं कहा, मैंने किसी से कहा मेरा नाम आ चुका है. And this gentleman was standing with me. He says 100 retweets हैं आपके नाम से. I'm not there. I didn't make a comment. I made my personal love known to the person who was involved in this activity that may have happened up north. I'm like, and I genuinely went and checked, and it was about me suddenly, and it was about me selling some gangster and bad guy and some religion and all. I'm like, why? And I can't make calls anymore. So I have decided, anyone says anything about me, wrong, right, good, bad, ugly, I will just go to the house. I want to go to the house because at the end of it all, it's all about a selfie. Selfie fixes everything. I mean, at least I leave the place with this whole idea कि बस selfie करानी थी, अब तुम जाओ, अब तुम्हें कोई कुछ नहीं कहेगा. So if I went and took a lot of selfies, one day I've decided to give 7 days off, take selfies with everyone who has a mouth to speak of, fingers to write. I'll be the most powerful man in this country.
So that's how you start factoring in now in terms of choices. Like read a script and you're like, इसके ऊपर 5.
Yesterday I was sitting with my co-actor Anushka and my director. It was the funny sequence. So there's this guy who's getting angry at us. He's kidnapped us or something like that. It's a semi-comic scene. So like he would say कि मैं जो हूँ तो he spoke in some dialect or some accent. He said ये मत use करें accent. Those people will get hurt. I don't know. He said but मैं use नहीं कर रहा हूँ ये मेरा accent. I said no, you are not speaking like this. You will speak like I speak.
The problem with that is now people watch that scene with that guy and बोलेंगे यार इसका accent ना natural नहीं है. Just like yeah, that's a problem. Which is why the book is really looking forward and incredibly important. Like one of the jokes we used to do was after Manmohan Singh left as Prime Minister, like the first thing he would have done is gone home and just gone to an empty room and just yelled for 8 years worth of anger. Yeah. Like I feel like at what point will are you worried that
So Manmohan Singh is one of our ex-prime ministers, and he was really quiet.
Okay.
So they are giving a reference that after his tenure, he must have gone into a quiet room and like shouted or something. So.
Some point you'll be like, enough of this. I cannot take this.
I do take this with a little bit of disturbance. You comparing me to the honorable.
No, I meant the level of.
No, really. I'm not so silent.
Yeah.
That one, I got so confused talking about it because again, halfway through I realized, am I hurting too many people with this? So should I be trying to cover it up and all? But yeah, I genuinely want to do it. You know, there's an actor friend of mine who I can't name, but he has a padded room in which he goes and speaks for voice to make it more powerful.
So Farhan is out.
Yeah.
So Farhan is someone with a
I
heavy
have a
voice.
feeling.
So they're like he's out for sure then.
I will be in a padded room. One way or the other. I mean, I will make a padded room, and this house is too small, so I'm trying to earn more money. Get that one room in. But genuinely, there are days, you know, when I'm sitting and I'm like, मैं कहीं जाके ना चिल्ला दूँगा यार. हाँ मैंने किया. हाँ मैंने ये भी बोला. और मैं ये भी बोल रहा हूँ. और हाँ मैं शाहरुख हूँ. I really want to do it. Earlier I used to do, मैं भड़ास निकालता था award functions में. जाके ना जो कहना है कह दो, मजाक करो. फिर इतने लोगों की इमोशन आउट हो गई
तो वो भी नहीं कर सकते सर.
एक बार जब किया था ना,
उसके बाद
नहीं अभी तो डिस्कोर्सेस हैं हमारे, मतलब I mean like genuinely our award function, this one what we did together was like a satsang. एक दूसरे से पोलाइटली पूरी रात 4 बजे चला था. माननीय श्री सो एंड सो इतने अच्छे काम किए. अभी तो अवार्ड फंक्शन में किसी ने गंदा काम किया ही नहीं. सब अच्छे होते हैं, सबके सब अच्छे होते हैं.
I was going to ask, like, when the whole Meryl Streep thing happened, right? My question to journalists writing saying, why can't India?
I'll explain the before part. So he was taking a dig at Indian award functions because nowadays there are so many of it. Like Hollywood has Oscars for movies and Emmys for music, but in Bollywood there are so many. So it has kind of lost their value. So that's what he's saying, that nowadays everyone has done good work. No one has done bad work. Because in some award function, in some award function they will give award to someone, in some they will give it to someone. So so he's saying that.
I was just little amazed that how हम लोग जो है ना, मतलब और ये मैं गलत नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, हम लोग जो है ना अभी तक हम जब एक जवान हुआ करते थे ना तो ऐसा हम बोलते थे अंग्रेज चले गए औलाद पीछे छोड़ गए. You know, I don't know if you're my father is अंग्रेज चले गए औलाद पीछे छोड़ गए. तो ये लोग वहाँ पर कोई औरत बहुत अच्छी बात कर रही है. I mean there's only one woman in this world that I ever want to spend a second with also. मतलब I think my life. I never say this about anyone. I'm not a fan because I'm such a big star. But that's true. So I'm a big star to be a fan. So it's be stupid.
He's trying to parry.
But I'm genuinely a fan, right? I'm Gaurav from Meryl Streep. And I think what she spoke is wonderful. There's an age and stage she has reached. She can say anything. I mean, genuinely, she can be the president of America if she wants to be. But why should somebody sitting here hearing something which is so beautiful, instead of enjoying it, instead of applauding it, यहाँ कोई क्यों नहीं बोल रहा? यहाँ कोई क्यों नहीं बोल रहा? यहाँ अरे बोल दिया ना उसने. आपको इतना अच्छा लग रहा है, रिवाइंड करो, फिर से प्ले करो, बार-बार प्ले करो. तुम ये पर भी क्यों आ गए? First thing in the morning, so I saw Meryl Streep saying, and there was an amazing one. If you guys have seen the Madonna one, she speaks on that award function. Beautiful है. अब उन्होंने बहुत दिल की बात कही कि लोग परेशान करते थे, घर तोड़ देते थे, बदतमीजी करते थे. अब वो पढ़ के मैं पहली बात ये क्यों ना बोलूं? अरे ये माधुरी क्यों नहीं बोल रही? ये जुही क्यों नहीं बोल रही है?
These are like actresses.
अच्छी बात कर रही है. मेरे स्ट्रीप ने बोला दुनिया के लिए लागू है. I wanted to write actually to all the journalists. पता क्या हुआ? इस बार ना फिल्म फेयर अवार्ड नहीं मिलता था तो यही स्पीच थी. जब साला अवार्ड ही नहीं मिलेगा तो स्पीच कैसे करूँगा? तो पहले can you make this like a drive? Next year, give me all the awards. Sharing speeches to say.
Hashtag give Shahrukh all the awards. Coming to the next question, right? And like what I've observed in whatever little time that we managed to spend with you, that you're extremely self-aware. How do you find that when you're constantly surrounded by people who want to say yes to you?
Actually, I don't have anyone who says yes to me. But genuinely, I'm saying, including my 3.5-year-old little runt. Runt is a good word.
Yeah, runt is
It sounds like a bad word. Correct. Because somebody will get angry at me for even saying something about my own child. What do you mean 3.5? That is insulting to the 3-year-olds. So nobody says yes to me, and everybody knows I've always been like this. I come from theatre, where the first thing you were taught is how to fall on your own, get up, how to make fun of yourself, and not to take yourself seriously. A true actor, a true performer, the first thing you're supposed to know, so I say this to everyone, that the first thing is the only person you're supposed to know is yourself as an actor, as a performer. And if I know myself, apart from being sexy, cool, and really intellectual, modest, yeah. It's come out of my upbringing, my parents.
When you said that my small house, to many.
Okay, so let me explain in this joke. So in Delhi and Mumbai, okay, so Delhi, like in the north side of India, like people have bigger lands, bigger houses, because properties are it's not so expensive as compared to Mumbai. Mumbai people are maybe paying more than what they pay in Delhi, but they get a really small size apartment or something. So it's like a joke where a Delhi guy is like saying, "What you stay in such a small house?" But in actual, the value is more than the other one.
But I'm telling you, this is a Delhi thing. This genuinely is a Delhi thing. And so I know myself, and I know my frailties, and I know my nonsensical things, and I know my issues, and I know I snore at night. I can't deny that. So I can make fun of it. I can make fun of myself also. People who make fun of themselves actually are the most confident. It's like the real macho guy doesn't have to beat up anyone. Like, it discludes me now. So I'm not really macho, I'm kind of a little Patsy boy. But you don't have to do it. So I find it very odd that, people get all, and especially in the West, or Angrez chale gaye wala chho. But their people are okay with that. I mean, you see their programs. I mean, their roast also. It's a regular thing. Yeah. You guys do one, and your career is over.
It's not over. It's on the downslide.
I got so happy. Just like how America and India.
Yeah.
That roast was your fan. Good performance, bad, completely bad. Really, I mean, I saw you. It's like watching Trump. I'm like, yeah, fan chale gayi. अरे वो AIB का roast. तो मैं खुश हूँ. So there's one guy who really loves.
That's good to know. Yeah.
What are the cheap
So since it's a long video, so we can make it in 2 parts for the first part. So in actual there are 2 parts to it, but we'll make it 4 parts and react to it.
Okay.
So what do you guys think till now?
I love him already. Like, he's so funny, and I feel like he's the type of funny that doesn't have to try to be funny. Like it just rolls in him,
Yeah, every question he answered with like humor, with jokes, He doesn't take himself too seriously.
Yeah, like I feel like most of actors and actresses and all, they would like to act humble. Like you can sometimes see in their face that they're acting humble just for the sake of being in front of in TV and stuff. But he's not acting humble. He's joking about it.
Being sarcastic about it.
But in his body language and the way sorry,
Corona.
the way he's talking, he's showing his humility. Humility is the right word.
No, it's not.
Being humbleness.
Humbleness, yeah.
Correct me.
It's nice actually. Even I have watched a lot of his movies and interviews where he was more professional, but I haven't never seen this part of him, this side of him. So it's very nice to actually have that side of his personality.
He's actually really witty. So what I've heard from people, I've seen people talk about him, that so he has really quick replies to things. He will give a quick. So if you say something about him, he will have a comeback. And I was seeing this interview of which actor, man, Abhishek Bachchan. So that's the son of Amitabh Bachchan. So he was mentioning that he reads. So once they both were doing a same movie and they were going in a car. So Shahrukh Khan is into reading books, and I feel such intellect comes with books as well. Like, and I feel like with how he speaks as well, like he looks like really literate and he has a lot of words. And like, so I feel that could be one of the reasons where he's getting all that from. So but like overall he has been like this, and he has been really witty, and he has got a great sense of humor, to be honest.
What was the first famous Shahrukh Khan movie where he blew up actually?
Shahrukh Khan first movie,
There was a couple of them, I think.
I think I
the
can't
one
remember.
with Chaiya also.
That was pretty famous as well. The one I think he did with Sunny Deol, where he did that Kiran dialogue. I don't remember the name of the movie, but that came like in the start of his career.
Yeah, that's true.
So overall, this is the first part. What
you doing?
reaction. And and we loved it, and we are gonna watch the second part soon. And so do let us know what more we can react to. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.